let's start with Donald Trump. So I'll play the clip and I'll let you tell me what you think.
Hillary wants to essentially abolish the Second Amendment. By the way, and if she gets to pick her judges, nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know. But
all right. So, I mean, where do you start? Second Amendment remedies. I mean, I don't even have to tell you. I think any person who's been paying attention since Sarah Palin understands what people mean when they say a Second Amendment solution, or Second Amendment people will take care of it, or however you phrase it. When you allude to the Second Amendment, you allude to violence, rhetorically or figuratively or literally. You're alluding to violence, and this has gotten, I guess you would expect the kind of response that it has gotten. So, but you would also expect people on the right to try to justify it and to explain it away. And so, of course, the explanation is, well, he's referring to voting. He's not talking about violence. He's talking about voting. Let's see if I can bring up some examples of people trying to justify it. Here's one. Let's see if this displays on your screen. Well, this is from a pretty popular Twitter guy. He says, retweet if you'll defend the Second Amendment if a tyrannical government tries to take it away. So he actually didn't even try to explain what Donald Trump says. He doubled down on what Donald Trump said, that he wants to defend the Second Amendment if a tyrannical government tries to take it away. And he uses a quote that's attributed to George Washington. When government takes away citizens' right to bear arms, it becomes a citizen's duty to take away a government's right to govern. George Washington, because, you know, the type of weapons George Washington was referring to was automatic assault rifles, right? AR-15s. But anyway, that's a whole different conversation. But in terms of the people who try to explain it away, you know, this is pretty much the argument that you see here. This is from someone, a Twitter star. I repeat, only left and media hear a call for assassination. Second Amendment people hear a call to voting booth. Right, because in this scenario, after election has already taken place, meaning Hillary Clinton has been elected to be president, because she's in a position, according to Trump, to appoint a judge to the Supreme Court. And at that point, she would, quote unquote, take away your Second Amendment right. At what point in that equation could you vote? She's already been elected president. So if that's what you're hearing, not only are you nut jobs, but you're also intentionally, I mean, this is such a dumb conversation. I don't really have anything substantive to say other than to point at this out, right? So the person who said this, obviously, if you go a little bit further on her page, Emily gets her gun, and she's has on her front page her holding a gun, right? So of course, she's going to come to the defense of Donald Trump recommending a second remedy solution to Hillary Clinton, notwithstanding the fact that, no, I won't even go into the arguments about the Second Amendment. I'm not even going into that. Let's just say the Secret Service has stated that they are aware of the statement. And if anybody else had said this, a person not running for office, they would most certainly be under investigation. They would get a knock on the door from the Secret Service. So I wonder what his Secret Service attachment detail has done. Did they have to shift gears and go from protecting him to investigating him all in one breath? Or was there a separate Secret Service detail sent over to confront that Secret Service detail so that they could get to how did they work this out? because somebody is going to have to ask a question. And I wonder if this is the first time we've seen a presidential candidate who has not necessarily an investigation, but has had to be questioned by the Secret Service because of a thinly veiled threat against another candidate. This has to be precedent setting. And so one last thing, even Fox News, folks, Fox News even knows that this is anyway. Listen to Geraldo and the Five on Fox News. This was them a few minutes ago.
What do you think?
What the hell?
I know.
Second Amendment. What was he talking about?
Well,
I mean, is he talking about what I think he's
He
talking about?
clarified saying that the Second
He
Amendment.
didn't mean he wants someone to kill her.
Yes, he did.
This is Fox News. So even Fox News knows exactly what the hell is going on. And so we're having a debate here at the studio. Like, is Donald Trump okay? So at this point, I think Donald Trump is safe to say that I'm not unreasonable to believe that Donald Trump is trying to sabotage his own campaign. I don't think that's unreasonable. I don't think it's a conspiracy theory, because either that or he is by far the most imbecilic person that we have ever allowed this much power and attention and to be this close to the presidency. Because if he's not doing this intentionally, he is the most ridiculous and dangerous person we've come across in a long time. I just don't know if he's sincerely making all of these mistakes all the way from day one, from Mexicans are rapists, all the way to Second Amendment Hillary. And he sincerely made those, or not, doesn't even think they're mistakes, but he thinks that they are the right thing to say. Man, even if he's like playing a character, right? There's a third scenario, right? He's playing a character because he genuinely wants to be president, and he believes that this particular character is the winning character. This is the guy that, this is the character that his audience will obviously be drawn to. And it's worked. It's 100% worked, because he has crushed the Republican establishment. He has taken the party like the movie with Tom Hanks. Look at me. I'm the captain of this ship now. This is, he has literally taken over this party. As I get a tweet from him. Anyway, no, that's not. Yeah, I get tweets from Donald Trump because every now and then I like to troll him and post something, something simple, nothing serious, just something like, go home, Trump, and his followers lose their mind just with stuff like that. But either, there's three scenarios. One, he's just an imbecile and he's a dangerous person because he doesn't realize what he says or doesn't care what he says, right? So that's scenario one. Scenario two is that he's very calculating and he's doing this intentionally to lose for Hillary Clinton. I don't think that's so far-fetched at this point. And then last but not least, he's doing this as a character because he knows this is what the Republican base genuinely wants. Whatever the case may be, I can't understand how he goes further, with the exception that nothing has seemed to stop him before. I would be curious to see if he goes up in the polls after this. So over the summer, he went up in the polls because the media was enjoying covering him and giving him all the coverage they could possibly give him. Well, now the media enjoys attacking him. I think it's fair to say everyone can look at the media coverage and everyone is attacking him. Even Fox News, they're not giving him a break, right? They may not be attacking him, but they're not giving him a break. So I'm curious to see if this will take him up in holy crap, I think I busted my microphone. If he goes up in the polls after today, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you President Donald Trump. Because if he can survive this, I mean, that's an indictment on America, yes, but that dude can survive anything.